How did my son's YouTube short get our house searched? Ethan was 15 when a 40-second video brought state investigators to our door just after sunrise. I was pouring coffee when someone pounded hard enough to rattle the windows. 3 people in jackets with badges stood on my porch. They asked for Ethan by name and handed me a warrant authorizing a search of his devices. 2 more investigators stepped past me into the living room before I could process what I was reading. Ethan came down the stairs half awake, terrified. They directed him to sit on the couch while they opened drawers, photographed his desk, and bagged his computer. I kept asking what this was about, but they refused to explain until the search was complete. When they finally filed out with boxes of his belongings, the woman in charge said someone would call us to schedule a formal interview. Then they drove off as if this were all routine. The moment the door clicked shut, I turned to Ethan. "What did you post?" He shook his head. "Just a short of me fixing my drone." He pulled out his phone to show me. The video had over 800,000 views, which made no sense because his channel usually saw a few hundred at most. It showed him repairing his drone on the porch, nothing strange except a bit of forest behind him. Comments were turned off. The audio was the same trending sound every kid was using that week. There had to be something else, I said, replaying it. They don't show up over a drone tutorial. Ethan insisted he had no idea what could have triggered it. Over the next few days, pieces of the story began to fall into place. Ethan's friend Wyatt said the short had blown up after a huge account reposted it with the caption, "Does anyone else see this?" My sister mentioned that viral mass reporting can flag a video for review if it suggests dangerous or illegal activity, but I couldn't see anything alarming. It was our porch, our woods, our life. Then Wyatt's mother called me, asking if I knew where the boys had gone the weekend they claimed to be at a sleepover. My stomach dropped. The sleepover had been 3 months ago. Ethan had told me he was staying at Wyatt's. Wyatt's mother said both boys had lied. They'd gone camping with 2 college kids they knew from the local robotics club. When Ethan got home from school that day, I confronted him. He broke down almost immediately. He admitted they'd spent 2 nights in a hunting cabin belonging to one of the college boys' uncles. He'd filmed several videos there, including the drone one. "Why would they care about a cabin?" he said through tears. "We didn't do anything wrong." I searched local news archives, typing in the area where the cabin was located. Within minutes, I found an old case, a missing hiker last seen 5 years ago in that region. The search had gone cold. I looked at Ethan's video again, staring past him into the background. Deep woods, a weathered shed, a rusted metal drum. Something about the scene must have reminded someone of that old case. Someone online had connected dots that didn't belong together. Our interview was scheduled for the following Tuesday. We met with a detective named Kerr in a quiet office building. He explained that an online group dedicated to solving cold cases believed Ethan's background matched the suspected location where the missing hiker had disappeared. They'd reported his video within hours. "We have to follow credible tips," Kerr said, "even if they come from the public." He showed us comparison photos. The missing hiker's last known campsite had been abandoned years ago and dismantled by the Forest Service. The shed in Ethan's video belonged to the cabin's owner and had been built in 2011. The drum in the background was for burning brush. Kerr told us they'd confirmed every detail within a few days, but the warrant had already gone through, so the search had taken place before they could clear Ethan. "Your son isn't under any suspicion," he said. "This line of inquiry is closed." On the drive home, Ethan stared out the window. After a long silence, he whispered, "I deleted my whole channel." I reached over and squeezed his shoulder. The world had taken one blurry background and turned it into a theory, and my son, who only wanted to fly drones and make harmless videos, had been swallowed by it for a week. When we got home, I found his equipment still sitting in sealed bags by the entryway. He didn't touch them for days, and every time I hear a drone buzz in the neighborhood, I see that morning again. Badges at the door, fear in his eyes, all because the internet thought it recognized a forest that wasn't even the right one.